It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. And for Golden State, they're in first place in the Western Conference. And given the season they were coming off last year, it's about where we expected them to be at this stage. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreek Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to – how'd you come up that quickly with those guys?
Because I'm trying to give you time to talk, baby.
Man, so I'm going to slow it down.
At the small forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 4, Brandon Rush. From Northern Australia, number 12, Andrew.
We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We'll see the Houston Rockets facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Taking a look at Golden State, they're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
The way this team has been playing, Kevin, I would expect them to continue the win streak against this team because, quite honestly, they enjoy a lot of matchup advantages in this one.
Yeah, but I think it's critical that you stay in the moment. You know, you can't get caught up in that kind of thinking. It's okay for us to think that way, but they need to focus on the opponent, on the here and now.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Howard. And it's Capella in at the 4. And ever seen Clark, I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
Hey, I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And for Steph Curry, the light doesn't get any greener. I mean, the only limit is his conscience. I think he does a great job of scoring, but also looking to keep his teammates engaged.
And he gets it to go.
Man, I love to see James Harden go to work and shoot that ball.
It's Curry outside. No good.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Ariza has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Ariza's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On defense, Houston.
And, you know, when you think back when Curry came into the league, the question was, is he just a scorer, or can he play point guard? Well, I think he's more than answered those concerns, and he's gotten a lot better with his decision-making as he's now starting to limit his turnovers.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And it's the Warriors with the ball. trailing by 4. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
And the shot is good.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Houston leading by 3. Pass to Harden. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he could muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
Curry can't get it to go.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, I had the chance to talk with the head coach for Houston. He told me that they're ready for an exciting game, going up against a team that's certainly capable of filling it up in a hurry. But he said we can't get so carried away trying to score with them that we get away from playing tough, gritty defense. If you slack off even a little, balance and even the series. Back to you.
Great, thank you, Doris. So a little bit worried about containing the opposing offense today.
There was a lot to be worried about. I mean, they're not an easy opponent to face because of that offense.
That's exactly right. I mean, they have to be on their game defensively if they're going to keep pace in this one.
You know, Hardy, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those refs to blow the whistle.
Curry can't get it to go. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to New Orleans.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that one's good. Beverly's got 7 points in the game.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And in that game, that defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Here's Terry after the Warriors pick up 3. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. 6-point lead. Brewer, good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Barbosa for 3. Brewer with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
This one for 3. And Barbosa pulls it down.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Rockets leading by 6. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Terry. And the shot falls short this time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
1 second left. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Houston on top, leading by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Terry in at the 1 spot.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Thompson misses. Houston in the lead. On the wing, Terry. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. It's blocked. Harden outside. Open shot by Ariza. Offensive rebound. Howard misses. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And the basket by Curry.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker. And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact. All part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Modiunas, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Curry against Ariza. The shot by Curry, no good.
And, you know, now we have all these analytics, and if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Jason Terry. Ariza kicks to Beverley. Misses the 3.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. The Rockets also changing it up. Terrence Jones is checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Thornton in for James Harden. Here's Jones. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Here's Beverly, and that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The Rockets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Brewer. Rush grabs the miss. Rush is height.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of switch everything and be fine. It is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Beverly wide open. Here's Jones. Takes it off the glass. Jones has got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Livingston, no luck. It's a neck-and-neck game in Golden State. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Kicks to Brewer. Puts up a 3. Houston gets it back. Marcus Thornton on the wing. He dishes it to Capella. Back to Thornton. Feeds to Jones. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. Five seconds left in the first half of the game. With 1 on the clock. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 1. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. What's working and what's not working for you guys?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Houston came ready to play. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. They kept up enough momentum to close out the first quarter with a 6-point lead. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 17 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Rush in at the small forward position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Well, for James Harden, with his incredible regular season last year, Clark, you knew he was in for a great postseason as well.
And it was a bit of a roller coaster for him in the playoff run. I mean, he could vanish one game, but then explode for 40 in the next.
Good on both.
And with Harden in the playoffs, it was an all-or-nothing situation at times. He definitely stole some games for Houston in their run to the conference finals. But, man, did he have a rough one when they were eliminated by the Warriors. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Beverly dishes to Harden. And that one's good. Beverly Beverly's got 11.
And you know, that tough game for Harden in the conference finals, a dozen turnovers for him, set an NBA record for most turnovers in a playoff game. Not how he wanted to go out, but he showed he can carry. A team for stretches during the playoffs.
Poke loose. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball, and Green gets it to go.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Beverly the pass to Harden. Hands the shot with nobody near him. 10 points for him.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Brandon Rush. Ariza goes in. And